Epstein with SRQ Market Pulse. In our final conversation about insurance with Patrick DelMedico of Shepherd Insurance, we're going to take a look at the future outlook of insurance rates. And remember, what is in a property owner's control, what they can do that might help them lower their insurance rates. Let's have this conversation with Patrick DelMedico of Shepherd Insurance.
This has been fabulous. So let's summarize. You're optimistic about what's going to happen. Cautiously. Okay. Yeah. You're going to do that. Yeah. But and a lot of that is to what they've done legislatively, and that which makes Florida difference. It's the fraud and then the litigious nature of the attorney fees.
Yeah, and I didn't go into it, but I can just tell you, by far we're the most litigious state in the union. Mm-hmm. I mean, exponentially. So any type of support on that. One thing, if I could, one of the other reasons that was causing problems is your normal fender bender or car accident would be typically covered under your underlying insurance, right? Well, all of a sudden we found more and more, because of the litigious nature, it was getting into that person's umbrella. Mm-hmm. And now it's going above the umbrella. So if Susan has 250, 300 limits on your vehicle and $1 million umbrella, that you could have a fender bender now be $3.5 million, because the attorneys are involved and they're throwing the kitchen sink at everything. Mm-hmm. And then the carriers don't know what to do, and then they settle. And they settle with these, what we call nuclear verdicts. And it just skyrockets everything out. So if you can minimize the I'm just pontificating here, but if you can minimize the ridiculousness of some of this, it will only help the insurance rates and the market be a lot more easier to manage, right? And you're going to have more carriers say, okay, we're better off now, we can come back into the state and do it. So I do see it getting better, but again, we got to avoid the natural causes, but let's control what we can control and eliminate the man-made causes, right? And I think we've taken steps to do that. It's just there's a tail on that, so it's going to take some time.
Okay, and the legislation is going to help both personal and commercial properties.
For sure, yeah. In fact, most of the legislation was initiated because of the homeowner side, but it's absolutely going to significantly help the commercial side.
That's wonderful. Yeah. That's wonderful. And then the things that are really in a property owner's control are some of the improvements that they can make. Certainly watch the age of their roof and their plumbing, electric,
location, right? I mean, those are all big. And believe it or not, think about your neighbors, right? And your occupants.
Right. Okay.
Those are big, right? Because you never know what that occupant is doing, and you just got to be very careful about what they're doing, what they're saying they're doing.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you,
Patrick.
You. This has been great. I think we've offered some good value for the commercial property owners and potential buyers, and some things to do, some action steps, which is great. You don't want to walk away feeling powerless. Yeah. So thank you very much.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks, Patrick.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Okay. Take care. Thank you.